Making friends in your 50s after you move can really be a challenge. I thought that I'd move down here and just be talking to Windsor and the Publix grocery clerk forever. But as it turns out, there is hope and you can make friends, even if you don't know anyone in the area, even if you are starting fresh, and even if you're in your 50s. And another challenge is I work from home. So I don't even go to a job every day in an office where I can meet different people from different areas and check out um, their lifestyles, maybe get connected with their larger group of friends. Windsor loves to roll in the grass. And so that's one of the challenges that I faced when I moved here. Knew literally nobody in the area. We had no jobs here to go to every day. And we were just excited about the move and excited about all of that, but we didn't have any intimate connections here, any friends who we could say, hey, let's have coffee. Tell me about your challenges. Tell me about the area, any of that. So let's talk about 3 ways that if you're moving somewhere, that you can connect with people who are like-minded, people maybe about your same age, people who want to go and hang out with you. And I'm going to speak specifically about here in Central Florida, what I did, but there's a million different ways. And I'm sure that there's something special in your area where you can go and you can meet friends too, even in your 50s, even if you're starting again and you don't have those old connections from school days or work colleagues or anything. So number one for us was to get involved with the neighborhood, with the HOA, starting to go out there and meet people, go to meetings, start to see what it is that, not only just about the bylaws and learning about that stuff, because that was different, because we didn't know anything about HOAs. Like I said, in New York, we didn't have those. And then, when you would go to meetings, you can talk to more people. You can kind of find out about the inception of the neighborhood, about the ideas behind it, connect with the builder sometimes, depending on, of course, where it is that you're moving and the timing of the community. Is it a brand new community? Is it a little bit older? Is it just finishing? There's a million different things. But learning about the HOA rules, how it works, who governs it, who to go to, who's your go-to when there's an issue. That was a big thing. Like when we moved, we didn't have a pool key. We didn't have an access key, and it was, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to reach out to. So that's a big one. So finding out who are the in people, who to talk to. And then when you do that, you can become one of the in people, right? Because then you'll know everything. Not everything. Nobody knows everything, but you'll know a lot. You can share it with other new neighbors, and that's really great. The other thing is communities often have events. They have picnics, or they have get-togethers. They have things for certain holidays. They have maybe end of the year, New Year's, Christmas, anything, parties, maybe at your clubhouse. Ours did what they call a porch crawl, where every person in the neighborhood had the opportunity to volunteer for their porch to be used as a sort of a get-together. And then if you had 10 or 12 of them, then we would spend 15 minutes on each of them. If you had 5 or 6 of them, maybe you spend 20 minutes on each of them. And you can bring things, they can make things, and it's just a good way to kind of get out and get to know the neighbors. And the good thing is, if you're doing it at Christmas time here, you don't have to worry about the snow. Maybe you have to put a little sweater on, depending on how chilly it is. But same thing if you have a community clubhouse or community pool. Maybe there are get-togethers there. The pool is another great way in your neighborhood to maybe do that. So think about that as a way to kind of get out there and just meet one person, meet 2 people, meet more people. And like I said before, most people in the Central Florida region aren't actually from here originally. So it's always interesting to learn about where they're from, what brought them here, what they love about here, and just kind of get some inside tips from them on their experiences. And opening up about your experiences too, that helps. People love it. They love to hear about where you're from, and they love to give you tips. They love to talk about the differences, the similarities, what they've noticed, all of that. So it's a good way to connect with people, and then you find that person who you connect with. And maybe it's a lot of them, maybe it's one of them. That's okay. Start somewhere. Second way to make friends in your 50s after you move to Central Florida or anywhere else is maybe get involved in any type of larger community event, meaning volunteer. volunteer for anything that's going on in your town. We have a local nature preserve not far from us. We have things that happen in downtown. They need volunteers all the time to help with certain events that are coming up, even if it's just directing traffic, even if it's just handing out pamphlets for the town. Those kind of things can really connect you with other people in the community who live here, who know things about the community, who kind of have the in, and people who are also like-minded because they're interested in whatever that event is, right? So if there's something going on downtown to celebrate the 100th anniversary of your town, and there are a lot of people out because there's going to be music and there's going to be games and there's going to be so much fun stuff, well, you volunteer for that, and then there's a lot of other people that are volunteering as well, and you get to know them. So volunteering is really a great opportunity to make friends and make deep connections. I will say it's hard to volunteer sometimes because we're all working. Even in your 50s, I'm not retired. I work more now than ever. So even if you just do it once a month, you don't have to volunteer every single Saturday for half of your day because it is a lot. If you have the opportunity to do it, that's great. Maybe you can only do it for seasonal events, for once a year at 4th of July, I will volunteer my time. Okay, great. But then you can still get to know the people in that organization, the people who are running it, and you can connect and make friends that way. And the third way to make friends here in Central Florida, at least for us, is Disney people. Connecting on any type of social media platform, you can meet so many people who, I'm going to Disney for the day. Who's going to be in Epcot? Do you want to hang out and grab lunch? Do you want to meet up and walk around the Japan Pavilion? Any of that. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. There are so many fun Disney Facebook pages and event pages and so many fun Disney people. They love it. I love it. When I say they, that's me, right? That they is me. I love Disney. I don't run any of those pages. I don't do any of that. But my point is that, let's go down here today. The point is that you can meet them online and then you can get to meet them in person. And the beauty of doing something like that is you show up and you meet them and you hang out, you have a drink, you hang out and you have lunch. And then if it's not a vibe and you don't want to hang out anymore, okay, great. It's good hanging out. And then you go off and you have the rest of your fantastic Disney day on your own. And that's okay. But it's a good way to get to know some of the locals, some other people who are interested in the things that you're interested in. And if it's not Disney, I don't know why it wouldn't be Disney, it's magical. Maybe it's something else in your area. There might be other social media or Facebook pages that do stuff in your area that are of interest to you and of interest to other people. And you show up and then you see if there's someone that you connect with, maybe a few people, a group of people, and you can make friends that way. It's never too late. It's never too late to make friends. It's just different. When we're in school, when we're younger, it's it's just natural, a little bit more natural when you're younger because we have no inhibitions. We weren't up and, hey, you want to be my friend? And then a lot of times those people will stay your friends for many years. Not always, but sometimes they do. And then when you're in college, you have that like bonding experience over your mutual experiences, your trauma from that terrible professor or whatever it is, and you stay connected, and that's great. But in your 50s, when you're moving, it all changes. It's all different. So there are ways that you can do it, and there are many other ways, and I'd love to hear how you did it. How did you make friends when you moved, when you, whether it was Central Florida or somewhere else, or when you relocated somewhere for a job, or either way, how do you make friends in your 50s and beyond in a meaningful way? I'd love to hear it. Drop a comment and let us know. Tomorrow is Slim Down Saturday, so it is our accountability day, and we are going to talk about the ups and the downs, and I had a big down yesterday, so I'll be talking about that. But let's talk about our accountability. Put in the comments what you would like to report on. How did you do this week with your health and wellness goals? And I'll let you know how I did with mine. Thanks so much for joining me on Fab 50s Florida, everyone. See you tomorrow. Slim Down Saturday is almost here.